Hello, this is Cara. Today I'd like to show you another mini album that I've made, this time using the Prima papers. Now, I'm showing you here the front cover of the mini album. The mini album is essentially made out of just a few basic supplies, and I'll just put the book out of the way for a minute. First of all, I just used the basic Kaisercraft black 12-inch by 12-inch cardstock to form 6 folders, which each of these made one folder. I then glued back to back each of the folders to make up a booklet. I then embellished and used the papers from the Prima Stationer's Desk cardstock, which are really lovely. They're very, as you can see there, lots of maroons, beiges, paper, colours, vintage looking, dark blacks, dark browns. Really gorgeous when you team it up with the black Kaisercraft cardstock. The cover, I went to use another paper, which is the Craft Boutique paper pad from Franchville, which has a whole range of different papers, which are really good to fold over the chipboard, which I had for the cover. And then I used just some fabric I had lying around. I used that for the binding. Okay, let's have a closer look at the album. This is the cover. You can see here the binding that I used, the fabric, and then this is the paper over the cardstock. This is one of the excerpts from the Prima paper, an embellishment, a separate embellishment that I bought from the Spotlight store, and then this is just a wooden letter C, which I had in my stash. You can see if I hold it up on the side there, you can see how the folders, it's actually got a loose spine, the way I did it. And if I can hold it enough to show you, you can see that the folders aren't actually attached to the spine. They're sitting above it like that to give the flexibility to be able to open and close the book. Inside you can see the lovely Prima papers that I've used. I'm going to probably use this to display some photos of some of pen collection I have, as well as some calligraphy, some precious envelopes and cards that I've collected over the years. I also used a lot of the stick-on embellishments that came with the Prima cardstock, which matched the Stationer's Desk papers. As you can see, what I've done is, you can see here, I put my finger in here, I've left this one free to be able to put in an envelope, any sort of materials I want to put in. Here's another little embellishment. The papers are really lovely, and I went a bit to town on using the different flips, little fold out holders, little pockets. What I'm wanting to do is use these spaces here for photographs. So that one, I can put a photograph up here, or writing, and then a photograph down here. If I carry through, this particular double page spread is really went really to town on all the different flaps. So this one is a flap that goes upwards. This one here comes down, which would be really good for a couple of photos to be matted there, and some notes to be put here. On the other side, I've also got this flap up. It's a bit big to fit under the camera. Little flap there, and this one here with the flap coming down like that. So lots of extra little spaces to pop photographs and comments. On this one here I tried something different. I've got a pocket here. This is one of their embellishments. In the pocket I've put, made up my out of a couple of brown paper bags, joined them together with eyelets here, used some of the paper. Essentially that's what it looks like, a little booklet. So that's the paper bag in here, so I can put whatever I want to put in here that might be a little bit bulkier. And on this inside, you can see there is little seal made out of the sealing wax, the gold sealing wax that I've got. Here you've got another page, this is one of those little envelopes you can buy, little seed envelopes they're called, and I've covered it with the Prima papers. You can see here I can also pop something in here if I want to, and another little seal with the twine attached there. Makes it look really pretty, and that tucks in there into the natural hinge that's there from joining together the paper bags, and then on the back. So that just tucks away in that envelope there. On the other side of this page I've got some more flips here. And you can see I've used envelopes, and I've cut off the end of the envelope, used the inside seal fold over part of the envelope, used it as to hinge in under that paper, and use this as a tag spot. You can see black cardstock covered in the lovely Prima papers, and for the tassel used another one of the sealing waxes. Sealing wax is attached with twine to the little eyelets. I made those tags up to specifically fit the envelopes that I used here. Worked quite well, I thought. Same with this one down here. Once again, decorated on the outside. Made up the tag. Used the Prima papers here, another little tag with twine, and just sealed the two strands of the twine with the red sealing wax. Just pop that tag back in there. So they then flip over, and you've got some space on the back of the envelope to use for photos or for providing documents or whatever I want to put there. And this is a nice flat surface, ready for whatever I want to use that space for, be it photos or notes. The next page, continuing the flap theme, you can see this one here is a narrower one which flips up, and I've got in here, if I flip both of these open, I've got one top and bottom, then I've got a belly band here, and that's just, I can use that as for notes. That one flaps down and that one flaps over. So it's a nice little economic use of space. And on this right hand side we've got the one page spread. The papers are so beautiful that I just left it as is, with the Remember embellished card stock up there, which makes it look really pretty. Next page, once again another pocket here, backed with the lovely paper again. This time I used the smaller seed envelope, used it as the little flap, tucked it into, used this envelope that I bought, it's an American Crafts envelope, put some Prima paper there, and on this side some more space and just somewhere to document, just a handy place, and once again undo that and you've got some more storage space. So that one just pops in there, something a bit different. And on the very back cover, inside back cover, I've used another one of the American Crafts black envelopes, little twisty twine here, a little bit of the Prima cardstock, and another one of the red sealing waxes. Down the bottom there is a special feature. And there you have the back, and that's the spine there that you can see made out of the fabric. It's got a nice chipstock chipboard spine along there. Came out really well. I'm really looking forward to now filling it up with all the different photos and little comments that I want to put in there. So thank you for watching. Bye.